Welcome, Bob Cafaro, and this is another one of my cooking videos. Today I'm going to make dehydrated organic sweet potatoes. 70% of the diet with the people in the Okinawa centenarian study, these are people over the age 100 in perfect health, 70% of their diet was organic sweet potatoes. In 3 days I'm leaving for a 3-week tour of China and South Korea. I worry about what I eat on tour. I like to keep sweet potatoes as a large part of my diet. How do I do that when I'm on the road? Dehydrated sweet potatoes. Here we go. So there are many things that you can dehydrate. We'll talk about these, but another thing I bring is organic ginger. And people say, well, wow, organic food, that's so expensive. Organic food has become so mainstream now that even BJ's Wholesale Club, your big box stores, sell organic food. Here they sell organic ginger in bulk. I slice it, wash it. I slice it, peel it, slice it, and dehydrate it. Here's what it looks like as a finished product. Okay. Another thing I make, organic strawberries. Here they are, a finished product, all dehydrated, no moisture. What's ironic about dehydrated food, when it goes stale, it's because it absorbs moisture, loses its crispness. But here are some other things that I will bring on tour also. These I make from carrot pulp. When you make carrot juice, people tend to discard the pulp. Here, if you take that pulp and add chia seeds, flax seeds, pineapple, apple, right, almonds, these are great. It's a real superfood, and these are terrific on tour. Little bit, it's a whole meal. But let's move on to dehydration. And people say, wow, you know, a dehydrator. Where do I get a dehydrator? So this is my dehydrator. It's made by Excalibur. I actually have 3 different dehydrators. Where did I get this? I got it on Craigslist. The miracle of Craigslist. You say, I can't afford a dehydrator. People normally buy these things and then stop using them. I buy them and continue using them. So let me just show you how a dehydrator works. We lift off the lid here, and we have these racks where you place your food, and inside, I don't know if you can see in the back here, there you have a heating element and a fan. Ingeniously simple. Nothing to go wrong with it. It's got a heating element, it's got a fan, and a thermostat. So here, the dial I can set anywhere from 95 to 155 degrees, and that just circulates very warm, dry air. So the food isn't cooked, it draws all the moisture out of the food. Dehydrated food will have a really long shelf life. So let's move on to what we're going to make today, organic sweet potatoes. So the big box stores do sell organic sweet potatoes. BJ's Wholesale Club sells them. It's $4 for 3 pounds, which is very reasonable. But I bought these at Mom's Organic Market, and there is a difference in quality. You can see how great these look. So what I'm going to do right now is take these over to the sink, and I'm going to wash these. And the skins are not only edible, they're delicious. This is what I use. Don't be repulsed here. This is a toilet brush, but I have veggie brush. It's my dedicated veggie brush. It's very coarse, and it does a great job for scrubbing the skins of sweet potatoes. So I have 10 of these to do. Here's what I do. I let the water trickle to save water here. Okay, and then I move on. Like so. Okay? Okay, so that's one down. and then we'll move on. We'll do the 9 others, then we'll get on to slicing. Okay, join you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. I've just finished scrubbing 10 organic sweet potatoes. As you can see, these are huge. The next step now, lay them out in Pyrex dishes. You can't beat heat treated glass, nothing like it. Doesn't absorb anything into the food. I've read that aluminum actually absorbs, the food will absorb aluminum if you cook in it. So I like glass. I like to drink out of stainless steel bottles. Here we go. Let's lay these out here. See how many we can get in here. Okay. So these are pretty big. 2. Let's get this one in here. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So we have 10 sweet potatoes going in the oven. So I've turned my oven on here to convection bake at 350 degrees. Convection, I don't know if you can see this. There's a fan back there in the oven. Okay, and what the fan does is it circulates the air so you get uniform cooking. So we're going to put these in the oven now, and then I'm going to turn them every 20 minutes. Okay? So you can see I've got a 3-rack oven here. That was a wise investment. Okay, and then I'll set the timer for 20 minutes. We'll turn them and see how it looks. So the sweet potatoes, scrubbed, placed in Pyrex, have been in the oven for 20 minutes now at 350 degrees. So we're going to take them out. We're going to rotate where they are on the shelves, and we're going to turn the potatoes over. So there's the call. Let's shut the timer. Let's see how they're looking after 20 minutes at 350. And don't forget, we're not going to bake them all the way. We're just going to soften them up enough so they make a nice slicing consistency for the dehydrator. Right, so the right one went on the bottom first. And ooh, that's like a hot potato. So we'll do this, right? Turn them all over. Okay. When I bake sweet potatoes, I normally poke holes in them, but this I won't do now because I'm going to slice them. I don't want these to really melt the way the potatoes will. Okay, so we're going to start on this one on the bottom now. Okay, and this one was in the middle, so we could put that one on top. And let's put the bottom one in the middle now. Okay, we're back in the oven. Let's get the timer for 20 minutes. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Okay, next step. The potatoes have been in the oven for 1 hour and 7 minutes. So I turned them every 20 minutes, and I noticed after 1 hour and 7 minutes they started to melt. You can see they actually start to drip here and there, and I checked them, they're a little soft. So what I did at this point was I shut the oven and I will let them just continue to cook on their own. And then the next step will be when they're cool enough to handle, I'll take them out and start slicing them, place them on the dehydrator trays, and get ready for my food for China and Korea. All right, welcome back. Continuing, dehydrated sweet potatoes to take on tour with me to China and Korea. So, as you've already seen, the potatoes have been scrubbed. They went in the oven. They were baked for about 1 hour and 15 minutes, being turned over and rotated on the racks about every 20 minutes. So at the end of about 1 hour and 15 minutes, I shut the heat off and I let them sit in the oven. And of course, they continue to cook on their own. And we're going to start slicing, laying them out on the sheets for the dehydrator. And it's important now when we start to slice them that we take the skin off. I normally eat the skin with a baked potato, but you can see this slice now. That will not dry if the skin is over it. The skin actually acts like a sealer. So we're going to put this on the rack here, and we're going to take the skin off of the potato, okay? Now, you can eat these skins or you could throw them in the trash. What I like is I compost. We don't throw away food scraps here. We compost anything that's not meat, not fat, not bone. So part of healthy living is environmentally friendly living. So no food in the trash in this house. And notice a big difference. If you don't throw food scraps in the trash, your kitchen garbage doesn't smell. Another big advantage. So here we are. Let's move on to slicing and dehydrating. And you can see I'm doing this. And you can see roughly the thickness I'm getting here. Okay, it looks like something about maybe 1/4 of an inch or so, maybe a little more. And I lay them out on the rack. So there's a lot of work here to do. 10 sweet potatoes will go on the rack. All right, so stay tuned. Okay, so finally finished slicing 13 pounds of organic sweet potatoes. So here's the last rack, you can see. So I have 7 complete racks. And this dehydrator by Excalibur 9 tray holds 15 square feet. So let's put in the 7th rack now. Okay, and then we'll put the lid on. Okay, and then we're going to turn the temperature up, what they recommend for vegetables, 125 degrees Fahrenheit. There you go. And we'll leave that there for probably somewhere 14 to 16 hours it'll probably take, maybe a little longer, but we'll see. Once they're dry, that 13 pounds becomes very light. It's all moisture. So we'll have a look at this when it's done dehydrating. Okay, so we're here at the final stage of dehydrating organic sweet potatoes, 13 pounds. Okay, so the dehydrator is now shut off. It was on 125 degrees, and these have been on for 18 hours now. So let's have a look at, see what we're looking at. So here we are. That's how the sweet potatoes come out. Okay, so I have 7 trays of sweet potatoes, and life is a non-stop learning process. One thing I learned is that you're better off taking these sweet potatoes and cutting them into pieces or thin strips, as you can see what I've done here. They've been split in half. They seem to come out a lot better that way. So if you're going to dehydrate, I would take these big strips and I would cut them and split them beforehand. I think they're better. So I'm going to pack up all these potatoes and I'm going to take them on the road to China for the next 3 weeks. Some other things I'm bringing here: organic sunflower seeds, organic pumpkin seeds, organic raisins, and what I'll be making on my next dehydration video. These are my organic crackers with carrot pulp, chia seeds, flax seeds, almonds, and these are with pineapples, apples, chia seeds, flax seeds, and these are also a different kind of, with almonds, carrot pulp, again, flax seeds, chia seeds. These are great. And 3 weeks in China. Let's see how I do. I'll keep you posted. Thanks.